Okay, hang on. I'll double check it real quick. I'm just gonna skip through this dialogue and load a previous save. Hopefully I actually no, I won't skip it. Oh, it's plot required. So yeah, it's probably tomorrow then. But I'll double check where my last save was, and if I can just kind of like go through really quickly, I'll just double check. The next morning, Sarah and Angelica and Major Claire left the training ground. Angelica and Claire split up as Angelica headed to Ordis and Claire to the capital. Sarah went back towards Raquel to continue the Jaeger investigation. And then... So recovering the entire range we covered yesterday during our training today? Yes, we received our special request from today from General Wallace. It appears that we understand enough about the Jaeger activity for now and do not need to investigate further. While covering each of the requests, we're free to travel between locations. Understood. Last time and the time before, the second day of training was a critical situation. It feels strange to have all this freedom. You know, you're right. Yeah, like the time our freaking training ground was surprised. Training ground was not surprised. Freaking training ground was surprise attacked. Well, I'm not overly optimistic this time either. That is precisely why we should travel around and check on things as we fulfill our requests. We can go by bike, so we should have plenty of time. Let's go then. How about we check the mandatory requests? So we have 3 mandatory stuff. That is definitely some concerning stuff. Like this huge monster that appears and disappears? Couldn't be. It does make you think of the cryptids that appeared in Crossbell. Let's go check it out when we have time. That's in the gorge, so it might be good to check in with Sarah too. What do you suppose his training request is from the Sea Fortress? It appears we're being asked to train with the local army members. That sounds interesting. They're supposed to be elites, right? Based on yesterday's conversation, I'm concerned about this one. Looking at it like this, it's hard to decide what to do first. Okay, let me see where my last save was. Oh. That's quite a ways back. Never mind. So let's see. Let's head out. Let's see. So there's a side quest at the bar in the train. Leonore. To think that his reputation would have gotten that bad. Leonore? That was a pretty big sigh. Something wrong? I'm worried about my friend who used to be in the same fleet as me. He was like our older brother, 7 years older than me. He was part of the Special Attack Squad. Special Attack Squad in the escort fleet. Yes, he was always the top of the squad in terms of physical ability. And now he appears to be a member of a certain person's personal guard. Did that person do something? It sounds like they got involved in some kind of criminal activity. Some kind of blackmail or something? It's an irritating, frustrating feeling. He wasn't that kind of guy before then? No, he was always vigorous and full of energy, but as far as I knew, he was never one to stain his hands with injustice like that. So yesterday I went to confront him directly. And he said I won't be taken from anymore, now I'm going to be the one stealing. Well... After the Civil War, the government suddenly disbanded the Silver Whale fleet. Even if we got split up, I assumed it would all keep our pride. So that man disappointed me from the bottom of my heart. Her friend from her days in the fleet. He doesn't sound like a fundamentally bad guy from what we've heard. It might just be her hunch, but maybe we could help somehow? Let me out. Wrong way. Okay, let me see. Is there anything other special that I could possibly do? Other than cryptid, or quest rather. Okay, let's just head out. So let's head over all the way to Ordis. I do remember there was something, I needed to buy something from a stall in order to buy a gift. And that gift literally does nothing, but I'll buy it anyway. I think it was over here. Is it this stall? No, it's not this one. I think it's in the other district. That's not this. Okay. I think it was this stall down here. This one? Empire Meat. This is the one. And then... before I forget, let me just head over there now. Wait. Actually, while I'm here... I'll just do whatever's here. And then when I head over to Raquel, I'll just do the stuff over there. Wait, huh? This is where I needed to go. Okay. Paris. You came for me. It seems you have something you need our help with. Given how you were yesterday, I'm sure this won't be fun though. Oh, stop causing trouble literally all the time. But I guess I don't have a good feeling about this either. As you suspected, the heist mall is involved. The sales manager of the mall and his illegal activities specifically. Illegal activities? This sounds serious. Is it definitely true? Yes, well, it started 6 months ago when the mall was opening in this commerce area. We ran a campaign claiming that our Rivera Mart was selling inferior products. It continued to escalate, and they eventually started replacing our products with inferior ones in our own stores. Or in other incidents, shipments for our stores would occasionally go missing in accidents. It's terrible. Of course they must have been behind it. That is certainly unfair harassment. That kind of store is all about its image. Their losses must have been high. Let me confirm one thing. Does Hugo know about this? I don't know. The management director, Hugo, he was in my class actually. He's all over the country. I rarely see him in Ordis. When we confronted their sales manager, Woods, he basically said to go away without any proof. I see. So the reason you haven't done anything about this yet is because you have no proof. So is that why you called us? Exactly. It's been a while, but I finally have a clue. Apparently the culprit is a manager of Manager's Woods escort, a man named Harmon. Well guys, won't you please help me out a bit? Harmon? That's the guy Leonor was talking about. Yeah, and if we solve this case, we may learn more about him too. We'll do whatever we can. I'm quite attached to this store after all. Great, thank you! It's too early to thank us. So then where is the proof of this criminal activity? Well, over by the harbor, there's a cliff off to the side where you aren't easily noticed. Apparently Harmon is said to be in contact with a group of rogues there today. The time is set for 11 AM, just like Leonor said. Let's confront him and figure out what the hell he's up to. It's getting interesting. Let's avoid violence if we can, but we might have to resort to force if needed. But don't forget to secure the true evidence. We can also find witnesses. Let's start the investigation. After that, they prepared and then went to the designed spot. In order to collect evidence, it was decided they would split into 3 groups. smash. Don't stand out too much. This might be tough for the ones looking from above. Are you guys in place? Perfectly. But it's so sad that I'm the only one alone. Well, that's because you're the only sniper, Muse. But it's so boring. Shrektarine, can you whisper something to me? Wow. What the hell are you doing at a time like this? Oh, come on, let's just carry out the plan. I think the target is coming. It must be him. Everyone's on time then. Yeah, just like we said it would be. You don't treat your workers very well. How many times do you expect us to lend you a hand? How many times? How about you shut the hell up and stop complaining? Listen up, I'm desperate here too. Get the Rivera court to collapse within the year. That was his order. Based on rumors, he absolutely does not tolerate failure. Of course, Woods would fire us right away. We're out of time, it's do or die. Harmon handed over firearms and a container full of oil. These are... Oh, not bad, Harmon. We'll burn that malt on the ground. Do it tonight. The party will be spoiled if the employees are there to put out the fire. Oh yeah, I'm pumped now. It's possible someone will be left over in the mall. If they're unlucky. Who's there? Today's your unlucky day, you scoundrels. Don't move. Get him. Trying to leave, are we? Who do we send to chase after Harmon? I'll send Yuna. Get him! Buddy. Show us your drifting skills. Hi, Randy. That's enough out of you. Randy, you came. Yeah, Reen called me. But you drove so well you bought me time. The timing was perfect. You know what's gonna happen now? What? Are you gonna try to escape again? No one here is your enemy, not even Instructor Randy. That voice. Leonore? Leo came too. Yeah, Instructor Reen called me too. Anyway, Harmon, time to own up. You know that no matter what, it's never good for you to dirty your hands like that, alright? I don't want to hear that from a little girl like you. I may have failed this one this time. You're still talking like that? And I'll keep talking like this. After all, in this world, the one with power is the one who wins. So it must be right to choose the side that wins. Oh, she snapped. After we talked yesterday, I just wanted to turn away and never look at you again, Hartman. We all laughed with you, sang with you under the banner of justice. We fought pirates with you day in and day out. I can never forget the days we spent in the Silver Whale Fleet. All I see in you is a brat throwing a tantrum running away. That's the only way I can look at you now. Well, the fact that you can't reply means I hit the bullseye. Well, whatever your mistakes, there should be a corresponding punishment. You should use it as an opportunity to reflect on what you've done. Leonore is as dignified as ever. Definitely. After that, Harmon admitted to all of the chain of events that he had been a part of, and with Ferris, Yuna, and the others went to the Kai's Mall. And so we have identified the perpetrator of this incident. Is that man not one of your subordinates? No way. Harmon, what the hell is this? I apologize, but I can't run away from this any longer. We also have material evidence to prove it. Just come out and admit it already. For all the evil actions you planned towards Ferris's store, including conspiring to burn it down. Looks like you've been hard at work, Ferris. You called in quite the helpers here. Mr. Woods, don't tell me you plan to argue where you're out of this. We have testimonies from all of the hooligans you know, all implicating you. Do you know about all the obstacles in the way of the Kai's Mall this past year? In order to attract customers among the nobility, the head office resorted to flattery within the government. But soon that hardship will be rewarded. A little setback like this won't mean anything at all. And what do you plan to do exactly? Hello? Master Hugo? How in the world did he arrive at a time like this? General Manager of Sales for the company, Hugo. When I arrived for my inspection, it appears something interesting was going on. Did you please fill me in? Perfect timing. Please listen to me. I'm being wrongly accused. Let us use our top lawyers. When it comes to them, they can make anything look like the truth. Oh dear. Woods, this is why you're a third-rate salesman. Huh? I did order you to press harder in Ordis these past 6 months. The fact that you decided that meant you had to crush Rivera Court shows your own incompetence. You showed me clearly. And so, you're fired. Oof. You must have been quite tired this year. Please rest up well in prison. Oh boy. Reen, looks like this caused you some difficulties. Thanks to you, I was able to dispose of some trash. I should thank you. Haven't seen you since graduation. It's been a while, Hugo. But please let me make 2 corrections before you thank me too much. First of all, I left this entire case to my students. I didn't do anything. And secondly, we don't know if you can really dispose of anything yet. What? It's up to her whether or not she will prosecute this case. What does that mean? Well, the client is fair, so it's up to her whether or not she wants to publicize the case. If they want to cover it out, she can offer some kind of arrangement. She got a huge negotiating card. Through our competition with the Kai Small, we came to realize some things about ourselves. Rivera Court is outdated, we haven't added any ingenuity in the past few decades, but that is going to change now. Now, while preserving its tradition, we are making it into a modern mall that will not be defeated by you. I do not intend to interrupt that flow. In other words, friendly rivals? You will withdraw the hurtful rumors you have been spreading and agree to compete as equals in the future. That is my request. I see. Well, given the impact on your brand, I'd say that is reasonable. Very well. Let us drink together and compensate for the damage we have done to you. In exchange, we will make it so this case never happened. Does that sound right? Yes, no objections. Great compromise. I'm not totally sold on it, but I guess this is fine. Well, this happens too. I learned something for one. You were planning on it going this way from the start, instructor? So that what happens to us? Woods, Herman? I'm very busy. I need to leave now. Got it? Yes. We will clear up this case and compensate for the damages. Let me know how much the damages were later. Right. They're corporate slaves. Well then, I'll take my leave here. Let's meet again soon. Ferris, Rain, and the new Class 7 of Doors. I'll look forward to your contributed success. Wow, he's definitely following the path he chose. How can I apologize? I won't ask you to forgive me, but I am very sorry for everything. Right. Fix yourselves from the base up, because the showdown between the Kai Small and Rivera Court is just beginning. Right. After that, Woods and Harmon continued to apologize, and everyone learned the workings of the Kai Small, saying the real battle is starting now. Ferris left them with a bright smile. Cool. So let's head back to the base camp immediately. Report this to her. There you are. I heard from Rennie that you let Harmon have it. I just said what was on my mind. Well, I think he's learned his lesson and won't try and get that kind of thing again. It's true. From what we could see, this really seemed to get through to him. Yeah, I don't think there's any need to worry for a while. But anyway, the Silver Whale Fleet, huh? It sounds like it dates back to the Middle Ages. You sure do know a lot. But it sounds like back then a lot of us were pirates. One thing led to another and we were taken over by a certain fleet. Well, that's one of the reasons we ended up being called the Sea Jaegers. But it sounds like things kept getting tougher for you guys. Well, of course, danger was always hanging over us, but our bonds together overcame that. Not that I was particularly comfortable crammed in like that. In that sense, I won't waste here at school either. I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thanks for coming all the way here to tell me. Best of luck with your training. Okay, so, next up on the list... there is a hidden quest apparently, but first, before I do that, I do want to make a quick note. I'll probably play for at least another good 45 minutes to another hour, or at least until I finish the rest of the quests currently available. And then that's probably where I would stop. Anyways, there should be a hidden quest somewhere on Oros Road.
僕の番だな。
行きます。
さあ、出発だ。
お願いします。
Did I really just get caught on that? Okay.
俺の番だな。
よーし。はっ。や
Hello. What are you doing back here? I was pretty sure it would be around here. Why is someone way out here? He seems to be normal too. How about we chat with him for now? Excuse me. Wow, I never thought people would pop out all the way over here. I feel like I've seen you before. What are you up to over here? It's dangerous for a person to be in a place like this alone. Yes, I know that, but I'm just overflowing with excitement, so it's hard to restrain myself. You guys too, take a look at this. This a treasure map? Exactly, you're very perceptive, and the mark on the map is exactly where I am standing now. Yes, you're right, and this is exactly the spot the treasure should be buried. Well, about that, I'm actually a traveling musician, and though I came here to find the treasure, I don't want to hurt my delicate fingers, so I've just been standing here thinking of what to do. Oh boy. Why in the world is a traveling musician doing something like this? It's just so random. I guess you're right, but it's great news that you guys are here, so how about you dig up this place instead of me, and I'll divide the loot. That does sound sort of interesting. It's not like we can just leave this guy here anyway. I mean, I guess. Well, I do sort of want to know what's in it. And? Wow, though, there's something here. I'm surprised. Well, then let's go check out what's in it. Got an old map. Nice. It seems the previous map was a map to a treasure map. They got us. Well, whatever. Can we head to the cafe in Ordis for now? I can give you guys a rundown of this map. Sure, buddy. How in the world did you get your hands on it in the first place? Well, actually, I came upon this map in the market of Seldic. The seller said that it was left behind by a certain pirate named Galleon. Pirate named Galleon? Yes, he was supposedly the strongest pirate across the Lemaire coast 100 years ago. Isn't that right, Instructor Reen? Yes, that's right. At the same time, a pirate named Sherma was active along the coast of Liberal near Rouen. Their rivalry was famous. I've heard of Galleon, but I didn't know that. Now they're just talking about pirates. Save my voice a little bit. We're already invested, so let's finish off this quest for treasure. So... all the way over there.
Let's go! よろしくお願いします。
Down here. Okay, now training ground. over here. An old navigation log and a dull jewel. That's it? I mean, I guess there's a jewel, but it was under our noses this entire time. What building is he in? I don't remember where you are, buddy. In here? We're here? Wait. Oh, down there, okay. Sea breeze in, okay. We got this stuff, buddy. Based on what I can see just skimming through, rather than a navigation log, this seems to be more of a diary, and there seems to be some poems inside, truly a source of inspiration. Seaside Bell. Cool, thanks, dude. So let's see. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let me head back to, wait, no. I'll do that later. So, all that's left to do for me is the required stuff. Okay. Yeah, just required stuff and that's it. Save. We're here for the simulated training. It seems you want us to engage in a simulated battle with the recruits. Yes, even though the integrated army is made up of the elites from each district, with all the newbies, we're short on manpower for training, and so the Brigadier General requested help from someone to help train the recruits. So we were hoping you could help us with the training during this busy time of the conference to raise our morale. Huh, interesting. It seems like General Wallace understands the practical aspects well. Yeah, the famous Black Whirlwind from Sutherland is an outstanding military commander, as one would expect of the right arm of General Aurelia. In that sense, the prospect of a mock battle with the students from the General Aurelia school is exciting. Long ago, those two had a match that was never settled. To think of someone fighting with that monster. The Baldio spearmanship seems like I'll need to look into it again. And it seems we need to update our data on it. Well, the Brigadier General is busy, so I don't think you can observe the training, but it would be great for the troops if you could accept. Only if you have the time in your schedule, that is. We understand the request. This is your training, so I'll leave the decision to you guys. Well, the opponents are just soldiers, so it's not really enough of a challenge, but I think you might be underestimating them. Hang on. I just want to make sure I'm like prepared for everything. Yeah, more or less prepared, I guess.